as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boise State's offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Shakes off the defender. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. He only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Batir. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. throw on first down. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback? When I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's on. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Steps away. Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Boise State ready to send out that offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Power football with the run. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Red pass, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Right on the money. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. They start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. We're at the the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive with a pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Georgia.
Dropping back, it's Mateer.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired in there, but incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. And the Sooners heading quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tatum.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooners get enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for space. It's up. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. Brings it to the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. The throw. Got his man on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. Under fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air, it's Mateer, extending the play. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Sooners will move the sticks.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
so many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
On fourth down, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snagged in the middle. It's Kearney. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Broncos want to move quickly.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Broncos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy... You're right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just
fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there from... Determined they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Trying play action. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football. And you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback will keep it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's fourth. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in this game.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Broncos will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan